Hey guys, welcome to Beyond the Mat. I'm Master Mills.
And I'm Master Kemmer, and today we're going to be talking about visualization.
All right, so be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. All right, so to help illustrate today's topic, I want you guys to do a little exercise with me. I want you guys to imagine that you have a piece of sandpaper, right? And so you have a piece, right? You're going to fold it in half so there's sandpaper on both sides. Right? Now you're going to take that piece of sandpaper and you're going to put it in your mouth like a sandwich in between your teeth. You're going to bite your teeth down.
No.
And then you're going to pull it out through your teeth.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Right?
That's terrible.
All right, so if you're like me and like clearly like Master Kemmer, you just imagine that feeling of that grittiness and that's right? That's how powerful our subconscious is, right?
It's like nails on a chalkboard would do it right there too. For some people, just thinking about it.
Right, just think about it. Exactly. Right, so our conscious mind controls our logical thinking, our actions. Like that's what that stuff that we can decide to do right now. But our subconscious mind is that what handles all of our emotions, our beliefs, our habits, all these underlying things that drive us. And our subconscious mind is actually the powerhouse. It's the driving force to most of the things that we do. So a lot of times when you have like, okay, I don't know why I'm doing this, it's some kind of subconscious programming. And that makes that so hard to fight because it's so vivid and so real.
Ingrained inside of you.
Yeah, and our mind can't tell the difference really between something that's physical and real and something that's vividly imagined, which is like this sandpaper.
Our subconscious can't see the difference, right?
Did I say conscious?
You said our mind.
Oh, our mind, yeah.
Our subconscious can't tell the difference.
Yes, our subconscious mind can't tell the difference. All right?
Excellent.
Cool.
So Einstein has a great quote on this whole visualization idea. The quote is, "Your imagination is your preview for life's coming attractions," which I think is a good way to kind of summarize this whole idea. So now we're going to go into the process and like actually how to do it. But I think just visualization in general just goes kind of hand in hand with what we were talking about in achieving your goals and setting a vision for what you want your life to look like and then starting to go through your goals. And visualization will help you start achieving those goals and imagine yourself achieving those through just your mind and just seeing it, and then it just creates that desire inside of you to want to get it done.
Oh yeah, this is something that professional athletes say they use.
Oh right,
all the time.
All the time.
All the time. They don't take the shot. They see that shot going into the hoop.
They see it, right? Right. It's called a hoop. Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a sports guy.
That was pretty good though. The fact that he said hoop is good. Not just a circular thing.
Did they buy it?
All right, cool. So let's go into the process. So step one would be to decide. That's good, right? Step one would be to decide what you actually want.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to eat healthier and you want to lose some weight, it would actually, I want to do that. Okay. So that would be step one, right? Is deciding what do you actually want to do. Okay. Step two is anytime you make goals, you want to do it from a relaxed state. You don't want to do it while you're like stressing out and like, freaking out. Oh, I got to do this right now. Craziness is going to happen, right?
I mean, the whole point of this is accessing our subconscious.
Right.
Right. And so if we are stuck in our conscious mind, stressed and worrying about the day and stuff, like I try to do this while driving.
There you go.
It doesn't work because I'm focused on driving and
Exactly.
I can't. I'm trying to like access my subconscious and get stuff going. And you find I really have to take myself away from stuff and give myself just a few minutes to program.
Right. Exactly. So step one, decide. Step two, be relaxed when you're doing it. Try to really just take 10 deep breaths, relax, and then okay, what do I want? Right. Okay. Step three would be kind of where that visualization really starts happening. Is you imagine. Right? And you imagine it from a first-person perspective. You can do it from that way, or you can also imagine it from a third-person perspective of seeing it happening to you. So, for example, if I was doing it from a first-person perspective, it's let's say I wanted to win an MMA fight, right? So I can see myself in the ring fighting with my hand raised. I just won. I'm raising my hand. I fought, or whatever it is, right? I can see myself training and fighting and in the ring, going at it, right? And I'm seeing it happen from my eyes, right?
Right.
And so,
you see yourself doing it, so you already have that belief that you're doing it.
I have that belief that I'm doing it. So I'm convincing my subconscious that this is actually happening.
Right. I've done this.
I've done this before.
Been there, done that.
Right.
This is old hat.
Exactly. So Other side would be seeing it happening from a different perspective. Like you pull the camera out, and now I'm watching myself in this fight. Right. And so that gives me a desire. Right. I'm like, ooh, wow, that looks cool. Look at me fighting in the ring. Right. That makes sense. So that gives me that drive to do it. The next step would be to feel. Okay. So one is imagining, and then you go to feel, and these can kind of go interchangeable, right?
So it doesn't mean just like have someone punch you repeatedly in the face.
I want to feel the punch to the face, right? No, it's not like that, right? So it's like I start talking as if, like I fight.
I won.
Right? I won, right?
I'm a winner.
I'm a winner, right?
I'm not going to compete. I'm going to win.
Right.
I'm already the winner. I'm already the champion. Right. Conor McGregor does that really well.
It's kind of like affirmations. You're kind of convincing, again, the whole point of this is to convince your subconscious that this is happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so if I talk as if like, I don't know, maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll fight, maybe I'll do that, whatever it is, if, that's the example we're still using, then, then your subconscious is going to know that you don't really want to do it.
Right.
And it might not really happen, right? I could also act as if this is happening. Like if you use the Conor McGregor thing too, like he gets in people's heads so much because he is just acting as if he's the champion, he's the winner, he's just unbeatable.
I think if you find his, we should put a clip of him, but when he talks about things, he talks like very vividly, like
this is what's going to happen.
I'm going to hit you right upside the head. I'm going to be standing over you. It's going to be a left hook within like 30 seconds. Like it is like.
It's vivid. He paints
like,
the picture.
Yeah, like I traveled with Doc Brown and got this from Back to the Future, and like this is what happened.
Right, exactly. Right. Here's the tape. You don't need to. Don't even try, dude.
Yeah.
Right. So cool. So then, so that imagining and feeling, like I said, that can kind of start becoming. Sometimes you're feeling it, sometimes you're imagining it, and you're hitting the different senses, right?
And you're acting. We gotta act like it.
You got to act like it, right?
You gotta act like it.
Right. Like I said, like if you use Conor McGregor again, he acts as if he's the best fighter in the world, right? Which a lot of people, that gets into their heads, and then they don't want to fight him, or they're scared to fight him, and then when they do fight him, they don't fight him like a normal fighter. They fight him as if he's like the best in the world,
right?
And it already gets in their head, right?
He believes it so much.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So the next would be focus. Okay, so when the focus one is actually kind of seeing yourself go along the path of making it happen, right? So again, if we use I want to fight in a MMA fight or something like that for some reason, right? If we use that example,
it's fun.
Because I know it would be fun,
it's
right?
Very fun.
But if we use that example still, right? So you can just see yourself training. You can see yourself, cutting weight. You can see yourself getting in shape, getting stronger, honing your skills. You see all these happening. You focus on them, and then that way you start making those steps towards that vision that you're imagining for yourself.
Right. Definitely.
Right. Okay, and the last thing is you got to repeat it.
Kind of like self-defense. You take a class once, you're not going to remember anything. You got to come back to it. The quote that I love is, repetition is the mother of all learning. Mm-hmm. Right? If you want to learn anything, I do it over and over. If you want to do anything, I do it over and over. So that's the same thing for all these things, definitely.
Absolutely.
Cool. So there's a few factors to remember when you're doing your visualization. One is the frequency. How often are you doing it? Right? If you're doing it just once in a while, it's not going to have that set. You got to dip down into your subconscious, right? Repeatedly. Your subconscious is programmed throughout our entire lives. So if we're going to try and do any reprogramming in there, it has to be consistent. It has to be constant. Like even if you just do it twice a day, like I said, like twice a day for 5 minutes, right? That means by the end of the week you've done it 14 times. That's math. Do it 14 times. If you're doing that every week, that's going to start taking an effect.
Exactly.
Right? Next thing is the duration. So the duration is how long can you hold that image in your head. And a lot of times when we start, it's a fleeting image, there and gone. You kind of bring it back. But the further you get at it, the stronger you have that conviction in your head, the longer you can see that visualization. Then next we have a vividness. That's gonna be the clarity. Like, can you see like take an MMA example? Can you see like the individual fans in the ring? Can you see like who's there? Right? Can you see the blood splattered on the canvas? Right? Hopefully the other person's. Right? Can you see? Can you feel like the belt putting it on you? The hand up in the air, the sweat. Can you taste the that copper taste in your mouth because you've taken a couple shots? Right? Then last one would be the intensity. Intensity is probably the most important one to the emotional content, because like our subconscious is so driven by our emotional side, and so if you can feel, how do you feel? Do you feel that happiness, feel that fear, that relief, that achievement, all that? Those things are going to be important because that's going to be driving that image that's in your head. And there's one other thing that I read actually just today that I thought was interesting. That in addition to all those things, also imagining other people. Imagine at least 2 other people who are positively affected by your visualization.
That's good too.
Right? So like if you want an MMA fight, right? Right.
So not the guy that I fought.
Not the not him. He might have learned a very valuable lesson.
He's done.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it could be something like we're both. We run the school, and like, okay, all our students, being able to be like, oh, hey, like being inspired by something like that,
right?
It could be like a wife or a girlfriend, be like, to be able to fight like that, you gotta be in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be good.
It could be helpful,
right? Just imagine other people can be.
It's like a skill that you acquired, right? And you can also help other people, especially in our roles. We can help other people learn better skills too by putting ourselves through that.
Right. It could be anything from being healthy, so you're there for your family,
right?
And then taking all those things and all those emotions and all those feelings and imaginations and all that, and trying to imagine how they would feel. See how this kind of just grows and like snowballs into this big giant visualization snowball.
Yes.
That smashes through obstacles, obstruction. I'm just gonna keep rambling, so someone should stop me.
I'll stop you.
Okay.
So that's our topic for today: visualization. Hopefully that you learned something from that, and I think that's it. So please like and subscribe to our channel. We're on YouTube, so if you hit the little notification on YouTube to get notified that we have a new video that comes out, that would be awesome. And share on Facebook, whatever you can do with social media, that would help us immensely.
All right, and if you have any questions or just like what we're doing, let us know. We'd love to hear it. All right, cool.